Good evening, everybody. Glad you could join us for this episode of OHM RUN. And as you can see, unfortunately, Mike isn't available this evening. That's down to my fault, unfortunately, because I never made arrangements with Mike the other day regarding times and stuff. So I think he's a bit busy doing other stuff. But hey ho, Mike and I will be back
2 weeks.
in 2 weeks' time. So my lovely wife has agreed just to join me for the hour, just to basically just chat about the wind down from Expo and things like that, and basically just chat the shit, just Expo blues now, because it's now a week since we've come home, and you know you get that kind of sinking feeling when you've met up with all your friends and things like that, other reviewers and you know other casters and things, you know, and it's one big happy family getting together, and then everybody goes their separate ways in the Sunday, between the Sunday and the Monday and things like that. So yeah, it's just a little catch up, guys. So
Who's in chat?
thanks for joining us, and I'll let Jules go through it. Can you see the screen for that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm going like this.
Right,
I can if you want me to.
Oh, sorry, I'll get it.
I'd have
I need to get a fucking a screen with braille.
I'm not that bad.
Anywho, right, okay, I'll go through chat. Who's in? Harry48, good evening. Manic Stereo, Village Vapor, how we doing? Essence Clouds, how we doing? Biscuit. Oh, sorry. What is it? Was it Lord's
Milk Hedgehog?
Yeah. Ronster, Gav. Who else have we got? JP Vape Reviews. How we doing? Bill Richards. How we doing, brother? Chris. How's things, pal?
Die thing. I think I'm just saying.
Did you see Die thing?
Yep, I have.
Did you?
Yep, just there.
Oh, sweet. Tately, how we doing? Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us.
Thumbs up, guys, please. Don't forget live chat as well.
Yeah, just do it because I've had to change it because I had it on top chat. What a tit!
Yeah, live
See,
chat.
I'm still getting used to this thing. So
Click on Village now. Just click on Village actually on the dots at the side of him. Add as a moderator because you've got no mods in. Because I'm not in there.
right, okay.
So that gives you a mod.
Right,
So that's,
okay,
that's
okay.
Village.
All right, done.
Our Village.
Well, I hope Village is all right with that.
Oh, of course he is. John, you're all right with that, aren't you, my darling? Of course he is. Of course he
Yes, so-
is. I like to
see, fuck off. It's my show, not yours. Shut the fuck up. Sit there and say nothing.
I've got to be silent.
Hi, Zan. How we doing? So Expo.
There you go. He's okay with that.
As the majority of you know, I ended up working for 2 days. Could you believe it? 2 days I was fucking working at Expo.
Like I weren't.
Yeah, well, you were working as well, but I was working for Ultrona. Wow.
Yes.
It was via VapeTube, but anywho, yeah, I was working for Ultrona, and that was interesting, shall we say, dealing with the general public. It's damn. I mean, and some of them are a bunch of chancellors. Honest to goodness. I mean, as a majority of you guys who were there, the prices that were actually getting charged at the Ultrona stand for some of the mods that were there. I mean,
This was
hi-
like
so
£100
high end mods. Could you say that middle of the road? High end
Middle of
mods.
the
You know,
road,
higher middle of the road.
Yeah.
High end mods. I mean, that was retailing at 220 quid, and they were selling it for 150. And would you believe some people were still complaining about the price? I was like, what the fuck? You know what can you do? I think the majority of people that were coming were actually coming over to me and asking about stuff were quite willing to pay the prices that were there.
Aye.
But you always get the one chancer. What if I buy two? Well, hold on, I'll go and ask the question. Well, you'll get it for you'll get it for this price. But what for wholesale price? Well, if you got a shop, no, but I want to get it for wholesale price. Fuck off.
And you was already giving the odd discounts.
I was given discounts out. Well, I wasn't given discounts. So we had a limit that we could get down to, but the general public, I was doing Irish, but the general public they just seem to want everything for nothing, and it was grinding my gears to a certain extent. It was like that because
Boiling your pish.
yeah, like I'm not the type of person who would stand there and haggle and barter with somebody over a couple of pounds. Do you know what I mean? It did.
Oh, I do, but not expecting it for ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, considering with the amount of the amount that was actually already off the top of the price anyway.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? It was getting to the ridiculous stage. How we doing, Dan?
I actually paid full price for something.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't ask for a
yeah,
discount.
I mean, I paid full price for. Well, in saying that, I really only got to buy a few things because obviously we had to wander around on the Friday, and a big thanks to Marcus and Matt for taking me over to one of the stands where I picked up this little beauty.
I'm going to kick their asses.
Or should I say big beauty, because
I didn't know about this, guys, until was it yesterday?
Yeah. The Valhalla.
It's huge.
I mean,
my head out shot.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was what would I pay for that? I think it was just under 30 quid. I think it was. I can't remember how much it was, but yeah, I mean,
it's massive.
It's absolutely stunning. So, and I kind of I did a bad thing early hours of this morning too.
Yeah, 34mm. Christo said it is.
No, I actually think it's fucking bigger than that, Chris.
Have a look on. I've been in there today working.
I actually think it's 38.
So everything's moved.
It's actually 38mm, Chris. It's a big bugger. But yeah, so I kind of. I was looking at. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys have seen them. The Stabwood edition hogs, the Hammer of Gods that are actually come up. They're on sale now.
Stunning.
I mean, Jules and I had a look at them in Evolution Vapes, and drilled. And the guy was saying, "Well, do you know, it is a lot of money to draw upon one mod, but these things they were absolutely beautiful." And I kept I was hovering about the Evolution stand like a bad smell for a while, and the guy even said to me, "Listen," he said, "You're determined to buy one of these, aren't you?" And I went, "Yeah," but he said, "What do you do?" He says, "Have a think about it." So I had to think about it, and I bought one last night.
And told me this morning.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's even at Expo, they were wanting 180 quid for it at Evolution. I got it for £160 last night at E-Sig1.
But told me this morning.
And
I felt left out.
And so I dropped 160 quid last night. Well, early hours this morning. But I don't have any. Don't get me wrong. I've got the Titan PWM, which would sit on. But I thought, do you know what? Having a Vapors Cloud product this size sitting on the Titan, it just it just.
I wanted
the hog. Let's put this way. Yeah, I was drooling it because I was nearly at one point. I think I was licking the glass cabinet.
Even I was drooling everywhere. Yeah, I was actually picking out ones that I said to him, "Well, if you want one, can have that one, or that one," because I was in love with the colours. So
yeah, and the thing was as well, I actually got introduced to the designer from Vapors Clouds, Brian. He's a hell of a nice guy. And it turns out apparently he was wanting to get in touch with me for quite a while regarding some of the Pistonati stands. So yeah, there could be what's this space? I could be supplying. Could be. I mean, I don't know. It might not happen. But I could be supplying Vapors Clouds with some atomizer stands at some point. So I just need to wait. It's watch this space.
And
guys.
He's a lovely guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a hell of a
nice
nice guy. But I tell you, there is. I mean, it's.
He liked what you made for Mike, didn't he?
Yeah, he loved it.
My
Yeah,
God.
he loved the Thor stand. Obviously, because you think about it, the majority of the Hammer of God stuff is basically based around Norse mythology. So yeah, he fell in love with that.
A bit drooly he was.
But yeah, so that was. I just need to wait and see what happens with that. So yeah, hopefully the Stabwood hog will be here this week. But
and I can finger it.
Well, yes, you can finger it because see, at the end of the day,
it's Stabwood.
No, we now have a cleaner we can clean the bloody things with.
Yeah, got quite a few of these.
Yeah, I mean, this was the stuff that Marcus was drinking in his pint on, was it the Saturday afternoon, the Sunday afternoon, and I must admit I had a little swig out the bottle myself, and I tried this, but well,
you cleaned actually this
because
this up, didn't you?
yeah, because I was on the old toner stand. I thought, do you know what, I'm going to give this a little go, because everybody was lifting the mods up, you know, especially this, and it's as you guys know, it's metal's a fingerprint. A fingerprint? What the fuck?
Caught it off
It's a fingerprint magnet, and this stuff works wonders because basically it's 90% pure bloody alcohol, and to be honest, it smells like vodka. It smells like vodka.
Oh, sorry, I thought you wanted a cloth.
So,
I thought you was gonna clean my stuff.
I mean, I don't know if you guys can see the fingerprints that's on that, but trust me, it is pretty dull. It's covered in fingerprints. So this stuff, I mean, it works wonders. It actually tastes quite nice too.
So you spray it on your cloth first.
Spray it on the cloth. Wow. Spray it on the cloth first.
And rub it. Look at the shine now.
Look at that. I mean, it does work. I mean, it is, what is it? It says it's 90% grain alcohol. Everclear it's called, and it literally evaporates as soon as you spray it on something. It literally evaporates straight away. So you need to be quite quick to clean in with it. But yeah, this was a godsend actually, because I know Chris and Em were using it with the tester tanks that they've had with Chris's Empire line. They were actually spraying it on the drip tips because, as you know, or if you don't know, never put. Please don't mind the rubbing actions. Yeah, behave yourself. You're a fucking idiot. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, Chris and Em were using them actually on the drip tips that they were using with the tester tanks at the Empire stand, because as a majority of people out there know who have ultrasonic cleaners, never put a drip tip in an ultrasonic cleaner because it doesn't come out the same. It just the ultrasonic, it fucks it up. So yeah, I mean this stuff was great. It does what it says on the tin. If you get a couple of bottles, I mean it's handy. Stick it in a bag, take it with you. The likes of Expo, especially this year, was hellish. The amount of people that came back with Vaporades.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you got the Soloms.
I got a touch of the Soloms, and so did Chris. I mean, it was literally. It was a Dulux fucking
Nutella jet wash.
Yeah, it's Chris says a Nutella jet wash. I felt as if it was Bristol without the thickener that was coming out of both ends, but we won't dwell on that. But yeah, I mean that's handy. It's handy to keep in your bag, especially for that stuff, because you know yourself, you go down there, you're on different stands, tasting different juices. Yeah, fine, fair enough. They do hand you a disposable drip tip or a disposable drip tip cover, but people are still handling the mods, so you're handling that mod. Do you know what I mean? So if any germs on that, it's going onto you. It's going onto your hands as well.
And
so
the drip tip, even though you're putting your clean one in, they've handled it.
Even the drip tip, yeah, they've handled it. They've put something on it so it could be on their hands, whatever. So, I mean, a bottle of this stuff, yeah, it's great, and a bottle of hand sanitizer. But,
oh yeah, can't go without that.
Yeah, so I mean that is good stuff. It does, as I say, it does what it says on the tin.
So you was all glad that I got to talk to the guy and
yeah,
got him to come to see the reviewers.
Yeah, and it does taste quite nice actually.
Stop drinking it.
I wasn't drinking it.
Put that lid on.
I was using it as a breath freshener.
Hi Liz.
Holy shit. The only thing for what it is though it doesn't have a safety cap or anything like that on it. Do you know what I mean? It's a pop lid that's on it.
It's not for children to keep it out of their reach.
Keep out of children's reach. But yeah, I mean that was one of the things that we saw.
It was a good one, and he gave all the reviewers, didn't he? Who was about that time? He gave all the reviewers a sample of this as well. So that's really good.
Well, to be honest, Mary, that should actually be alright on your rings because it should evaporate straight away. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't really break down the compound of the rubber. To be honest, with the silicone on the O-rings, technically it should be alright. I would think. But I'll give it a try and see
I've got plenty of O-rings.
Yeah, I've got plenty of
of
O-rings. I mean, I've got O-rings here for my stands and stuff like that. Anyway, I could try it on that. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I never get a chance really to walk round on the Saturday and the Sunday, obviously, because I was working at the Ultrona stand.
I think you got like 10 minutes to run around with me at one point, didn't you?
Yeah, but I mean, I must admit, I mean, thanks to Mike from VapeTube, I mean, he did say, you know, I could take my pick of any of the mods that was on the stands, basically as payment for what I did, and
you picked a few. I bought
did.
stuff as well. Under there?
Yes.
Ultrona bag?
Yeah, so I treated myself, so I got some nice stuff.
Yeah, don't finger my stuff yet. Good luck with
Put
mine.
that on there. So yeah, so I picked myself up a Gaia.
Stunning. He hadn't even took it out the wrapper, look, so I can't finger it.
It's still got its Durex on, so yeah, I mean, so I picked that up as part payment for the work that I did over the weekend. I think
that's a good point, Irish.
I think it's absolutely gorgeous.
Hi, Mo. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, well, that's a point, Irish. Yeah, just because it dries out that quickly. Yeah, but saying that though, if it dries out once you've cleaned it, just put a little bit of e-liquid back on them again before you build your tank back up or whatever. So yes, I got that, and I got the.
He got it, but I'm going to claim it.
I picked up the Victory as well, which I thought was absolutely stunning. I mean, Jules has a Thor 2. Don't get me wrong, I think the Thor 2 is absolutely beautiful. It's a stunning mod, but what put me off with the Thor 2 was the purple anodizing on it, because I thought, for me personally, you would be struggling to actually get a tank or a dripper to actually match up.
I found one as well.
But you're kind of limited though. So I decided I would go for the Victory, which I think is absolutely stunning as well.
And I'll be pinching that too. Isn't that gorgeous? It should have been in purple though.
And obviously with the stainless steel tube and the stainless steel mirror finish on the front. Don't get me wrong, it's a fingerprint magnet again, but there's a lot more you can do, you know, tank wise for this kind of stuff. So yeah, so I picked that up as well. And Jules will review it at the end of the day. Yeah, and I just think, I mean, I don't have any Starwood mods, and these are the first two that I've got. So yeah, I'm loving it. Really nice in the hand actually too. Fits quite well. So
even in Malik hands, doesn't it? It fits absolutely lovely, even in small hands.
Yeah, I mean, even comparison, I mean, size wise compared to
I've got a mouth to long.
Compared to the Thor 2, I mean, there's a fair difference in size, but ergonomically speaking, that is more comfortable in the hand than that, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, no, I like that. I really do like that. So yeah, so that was
one of your little things.
That was my basically my payment in kind. So yeah, I've got that.
Show
what else did we get? Yeah, Jules picked up the Eon?
I just fell in love with this. I just thought I fell in love with the case, to be honest with you, before the mod. Show them the case, because the case is divine. Look at that for a case.
It's pink camouflage.
It's not pink, it's purple.
It's pink.
That's purple.
It's pink.
It's purple, guys. Take my word for it.
So yeah, Jules picked up this. Is it the EOS or the EOS 2? Jules picked that up, and it's a kit.
Review.
And it is a kit. So yeah, I mean, it's nice as well.
Bill, the Thor 2 is gorgeous in the hand though. I love mine. I can only see.
And I mean, the prices that these were, the guys were selling these for at the VapeTube Ultrona stand was a no-brainer. Do you know what I mean? I see Irish's with me. It's pink.
It's looking purple.
No.
It's purple. I love it.
So we picked that up. Also got the Deja Vu. Was it the art?
Oh, it's the Deja Vu.
The D7. Yeah, the D7.
180 watt TC box Thanks, Maud, she
Yeah.
says, reading off the box.
And picked that up as well. I mean, I got that for 20 quid.
That's
I
a
mean, it's a
bargain.
bloody bargain, do you know what I mean?
And that looks like it's something that you could use as an all-day
Yeah,
banger for work. And
I mean, it does. I mean, it's a rugged little mod. Just Joe says an all-day banger for £20. You know what I mean?
and I will review it.
I mean, the thing is, it's a bit. It's kind of armish, isn't it? I mean, it's a kind of
It's manly.
it's a kind of turd brown, to be honest. But
It's a manly mod.
at the end of the day, colour doesn't really matter, does it?
It does to fucking me.
As long as it does what it says it's supposed to do. The only thing is, I don't know what the hell that's for. Though.
Maybe you can put a lanyard on it. Maybe it's a hangy hole.
Could be a hangy hole for hanging on just before you hang your coat up or something.
No, I thought for a lanyard for it to swing it around your
Yeah,
neck.
they don't supply you with a lanyard, so I'm not sure.
I've got plenty of lanyards.
Well, the thing is, you see, the thing is, it's the same kind of box as for your EOS.
Aye.
So you'll probably find that, and maybe at some point it may come out as a kit.
Because there's a...
So there is
pot for a
space
tank.
there for a tank. But yeah, I mean, there's no lanyard for that.
20
so,
quid.
But for 20 quid, damn.
No big deal.
I like it. So yeah,
So
so
that's gorgeous.
had that, and I had the pleasure of speaking to Mr. Joe Robinson on Saturday morning. Mr. Just Right One.
He's such a lovely
Yeah,
man.
he's a nice guy. I mean, he came over. He was chatting away to me for half an hour, and then I introduced him to Mike at VapeTube, because he wanted to know more about the kind of VapeTube platform, obviously with American reviewers, with things that's happening over in the States, without getting into too much detail and stuff regarding the way YouTube is going towards, or the negativity towards vaping channels and things like that. So yeah, he was interested in the VapeTube side of things, to give him another platform that it can put his reviews and stuff, things like that up. So yeah, so anywho,
Village Port.
yeah, so I mean that's the thing, John. I mean, I missed out on a hell of a lot because I ended up working on the stand for 2 days. A hell of a lot of stuff I missed out on, and I was gutted myself. And people are coming back and they were showing me stuff. I got this for a tenner, got this for 15 quid. And I'm
I
like,
missed that loads
yeah,
as
and
well.
I'm like,
And I was gutted.
fuck. But anywho, yeah. So Joel gave me an homage,
And I'm going to review it.
and
It's beautiful. Can't wait.
I know Andy Summerfield had problems with it. Evening Kev, you prick.
You...
Is that? See, get your tits out, Stevie.
As long as it
So
weren't
yeah,
that
so yeah,
fuckers.
big thanks to Joe for giving me that, and he gave me a big shout out on
It's live, wasn't it?
on his. He did a kind of a post expo
It was
vlog
live,
the other
wasn't
day,
it? Yeah.
and he gave me a cheers, David. He gave me a shout out yesterday on his vlog, and apparently Mike Vapes has done the same. So yeah,
Which is nice.
I'm a little bit kind of
So I'm having this.
overwhelmed, to be honest with you, with the shout outs that I'm getting for these guys in the States
There was
as
a
well.
lot of love, weren't there?
I mean, I can't take away for our own guys, our own homegrown reviewers of have helped me out a hell of a lot regarding the anti-stands and stuff, but it's nice to see that I'm going slightly further afield.
And you was getting a lot of love and respect from the Americans for,
Yeah,
your stuff. You were like blown away, weren't you?
Yeah.
So that should be in that bag.
Yeah. So that's that. Jules came running over to me on a Saturday morning, and she said, "I've got 2 hard-ons put by for you," and I was like, "What?" She said, "I've got 2 hard-ons put by for you. What colour do you want? Black or gunmetal?" And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about? And what have you been fucking smoking this morning?"
And I don't
She
smoke.
went, "No, I've got two Steam Crave hard-ons. I mean, hadrons, Jules. Hadrons, not hard-ons. Hadrons." She went, "Well, yeah, hadrons."
Same diff.
So-
These in a different place, that's all.
Yeah, so
So I got him a hard on.
it's the first in a long time.
It's the last.
So yeah, so Jules picked me up that.
And I got
which,
it dirt
which
cheap.
is a lovely piece of kit.
Can't wait to get the
Lovely
other piece
piece of
to
kit,
it.
yeah. And I don't know if all of you know, but there is a squonk part coming out for this. You take that rubber bung out there, take that out, and the squonk attachment actually mounts to the back of the hard run.
And I've actually used it, and it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I think Jules actually got it up on...
I was using Chris's.
Yeah, you put it up on your vlog, I think, didn't you?
Did I?
Yeah, because Chrissy was showing you,
but mine went
and show you how it worked. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
So I'm going to get
the squonk part when it comes out. Just
it's
to
massive now, though.
Will you fucking shut up? Jesus fuck! Do you think it was her fucking show? Yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting that as well, just to give that a go. I mean, I'm not the greatest squonk fan in the world, to be perfectly honest. It's just not for me. I'd rather have a tank or a big fucking dripper, to be honest with you. But you know what I mean, it all depends how much it is. I'll get one anyway. I'll try it. If I don't like it, then I can take it back off and stick it in a drawer. But apparently, did they not say it's something like 25 mil?
Yes.
Would that be right? So you're looking at a 25 mil squonk tank screwed onto the back of this.
And it is big, because I was using the tester. I had to go on the beta one.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing though.
I think it comes out to there.
It filled my hands.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to giving this a go as well. But yeah, the thing is, I mean, getting back to what I was talking about earlier on regarding the Hammer of God stuff. I don't know. Well, it must be common knowledge anyway, because the lad at Evolution Vapes came back with the new tank that's being released hopefully soon. And the flavour out of this tank, don't get me wrong, the tank, as you can imagine, it's from Hammer of God, it's Vapors Clouds, the fucking thing was huge, but the flavour out of this tank was fucking immense. It was absolutely awesome, and I can't wait for that to come out, because that'll be another purchase at some point.
Oh, it'll be a definite purchase.
Yeah. So, but mate, as I say, I didn't get a great deal. Picked up Jules picked up an Aromomizer Light RTA. So yeah, we'll give that a go as well. Obviously, Jules will be doing the review on that at some point.
Oh no, isn't that the one I've got two of? We
no,
can do it together.
That's the one I got. Yeah, and I picked up a Glass Mini.
And I got one.
Mouth to lung as well. So yeah, I'll be giving that a go too.
We're going to do a joint review for that, aren't we, babes?
Yeah, because the reason I bought this was that the lad that I was working alongside over the weekend, Simon, he had one on one of his little mechs, and I actually loved the flavour out of it. So I thought, do you know what, I'm going to buy one. So that's the reason I ended up getting that. But Dan, who was in chat earlier on, I don't know if he's still there. Dan is now making PWM mods and some series box mods. You guys maybe have seen it. Dan had a little table sitting next to Chris Empire's
you were beta testing one, weren't you?
And I had one of his mods through Saturday, through the day, through the night, into the Sunday morning, and it was absolutely immense. I thoroughly enjoyed using that little.
You're gonna get one, aren't you?
Yeah, well, he's sending stuff up to me, and I'm going to steampunk the cases for him before he actually builds the rest of the mod up. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I've got one. Well, I've partially paid for one. I put a kind of deposit down on one.
Oh, so, you got to have it. I wanted to buy it there and then. Yeah.
So watch this space with that as well. There may be a little collaboration going between myself and Dan as well, regarding some of the stuff that he's got. The aluminium boxes ourselves, they look lovely, even just plain, and he's just had his own little logo thing on the front of it, just a little plaque on the front of it,
and it's subtle.
And they were lovely. But as I say, watch this space. I'll steampunk one or two. He's actually there.
Oh, right.
He's actually there. So yeah, so we'll have a little collab and see how that goes and see how they work out.
Aye, and guys, you're going to be wanting these as well. You are.
I mean, I wish I had one at hand to show you. I mean, the internals in this mod, they were absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
I've not seen something that tidy for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, take my hat off to you, Dan. I mean, your electronics inside that, your soldering work was second to none. It was beautiful. It really was. It was absolutely stunning. But yeah, so
I've got matching bits there.
Jules picked up the top side SQ.
Shit. It's alright, I can pick it up after.
which again it's another stunning piece of kit. I mean, look at that.
I got red because I ain't got red in my topside collection, have I?
So it's absolutely gorgeous. It is what it is. It's a mech squonker. So she'll just need to
enjoy it.
Figure out how to build to suit the batteries and shit.
No,
so,
I've got Danny. I have got Danny, the Kilted Devil Coils, who supplies me with my coils. He's my sponsor, and I will quite happily pay him because I let him know what I want it for, and he does it. Like, I've got a Zan for computers, I've got a Stevie for Jews, I've got a Danny for coils. What more could a girl want?
Cooperative funeral care.
I could have done that too.
So yeah, so she got that as well, and she also picked up the top side light now.
I was talking to Brian and Amy for ages anyway.
So I don't know.
I like it. I like how it separates to become one normal mod. So I like that, the idea of that, because me and Amy was talking about it. Sorry, Amy's Brian's wife, and she had it in the version of it just being a mod. And I liked the idea that at times I can take the squonker off and do that.
Yeah, because you can take the whole plastic back piece off along with the tank, and all you've got is basically then you have a plastic door that basically just goes over and holds your battery in place.
And it does look tidy. It is light. It's nice compared to my other top sides. And I'm a collector. I've got to have them all.
I mean, I suppose at the end of the day, it is what it is. Would it stand up to being dropped? Personally,
no.
I don't think so. I think it's one of the ones you would really need to be as careful as hell with this.
That's why I've got it.
I think it'll end up smashed to fucking a million bits.
I think I'll be getting in touch and asking for more.
Yeah. But I mean that's the tank section off.
It just snaps into place.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see how it snaps
Line
into
it
place.
up. Don't break it.
No, I'm not going to break it. Wait a minute, how the fuck does that go? See, wait a minute. You need to pop that little plug out. That's why.
Okay, well,
So if anybody's got one of them, there's a little plastic or a little rubber bung right there.
it's not focused in. Put your hand over the back. There we go.
Right, see it? There's a little rubber bung right there, guys. You'll need to take that out before that cover will pop on here, because that there is basically your pickup tube for the squonk tank. So yeah, you'll need to pop that out before you can actually just use that as a single battery mod.
But it's actually quite nice being able to do it. It's versatile. And it comes with a...
Yeah, it comes...
I call it a condom for your battery.
Yeah, it comes with an 18650 battery adapter. Yeah, but you can see where that... I mean, that's your juice tube there. And you can see it goes into that orifice in there.
Orifice? That sounds rude.
So yes, I mean that's hardware wise. I think that's really all we kind of got.
I came in with quite a lot. I've got a lot of pods for review. I came in with quite a lot of stuff for review. I mean, we've got the tanks.
Yeah, we've got the VIT. Is it the VIT tanks?
Yeah, you've got from yours.
IPV.
I've already done the mod, but we've got the VIT tank because obviously you can get it as a kit now as well. So we got the tanks for review. So we're going to do that as a joint review, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah. And Mike and I both have the Innovat, the new Innovat mod. So Mike and I we'll do a little, not so much an unboxing stuff on it. Not so much an unboxing or anything like that, because at the end of the day, there is a criteria.
We've got to put the reviews out by a certain day.
Yeah, there's a criteria now for reviewers, so that that kind of stuff has got to be done by the 22nd of this month.
You've got to do it on the 22nd, all our videos, because it's to coincide with the launch of them.
So
yours will
unfortunately,
be done.
I can't remember when our next show. I think it's actually after the 22nd.
Well,
it will be after, we won't do it before it. So yeah, so Mike and I will we'll have a little play about with these, and basically we'll give you our thoughts on them, as to how we got on with them, the technology involved in it, kind of thing, and basically just a case of, do we like it, don't we like it, you know, what we'll basically give you our pros and cons. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Big D Vapes, what's my top 3 devices? Good question.
Oh, I got that. That's a nice one. You can open that one.
I like I'm starting to like my Titan tank, my Steam Crave Titan tank, and the PWM mod, the Titan PWM. That at the moment, for the likes of expos and stuff, is my go-to mod at the moment. For the simple fact is, fill that tank up and that's you for the rest of the day. You don't need to bother your backside. Mech wise at the moment, I think it's got to be my Duster, which is in a case somewhere.
Don't ask me, because I've been working in here,
yeah,
so I've moved things about, sorry.
I think we spoke about in the last show, Knucklehead Vapes are having they were having a massive sale on, so I basically bought all the Knuckle Duster combos that they had. I got the black and copper, brass, stainless steel, and all already had an aluminium one. So yes, that's me. I've got the full family now. So, but that at this moment in time is my go-to mech. Regulated.
I've got semi-regulated, but I can't think.
I need to think about that one. Give me a couple of minutes to think about it. I'll get back to you on that one, actually.
You can answer Dyson. He says, did anything else get released at the expo besides the top sides? Well, yes and no. That's your Facebook Messenger. Yes, there was obviously Mr. Just Right's tank that was released there. Bogan had some, what was Bogan's? Because I didn't like.
Yeah, Bogan, Dovepot, and Vapors Clouds had the Odin mod, which I actually like the look at.
I should have bought it. I should have got one, but I wasn't sure.
I really like the look of it. Sorry, Des, I never saw you there. Hi, Des, how you doing?
Hi, Des.
Yeah, they released that as a joint collaboration.
I should have got it because I couldn't make my mind up.
There was a few bits and pieces, but not a great deal, to be honest. As I say, I missed. Well, both of us missed a hell of a lot because we were doing things in the background for VapeTube and
and then I was working on Enovaps for a bit as well at the top end.
But there was one little pod device that caught my eye. I said just send me up, mate, just and let me see what I can come up with, and we can talk if I can do it. Obviously, I'll let you know if I can't.
Yes, we did a sneak peek.
Oh, really? I never saw it. So, unfortunately, the only thing I did get a sneak peek of was the Vapors Clouds tank, which is that will be on my list of purchases for possibly next year.
And mine was the Steam Crave, the backing, weren't it? I got a sneak peek of that, and I got to use that. The
little pod. I mean, the majority of you guys probably saw it. Was the I think, to be honest with you, it's a little bit of a.
Excuse me.
How could you put it?
I don't know what you're on about, babe. What pod? Tell me.
The one that you could answer your phone and you could use it as a speaker.
Yes. Oh, sorry. I've put the paperwork for it away. I like that.
Is it the You Geek or something?
I've got to get in touch with him,
I Geek or something.
And there's this slidey one. Where it went in at the side. The pod. I liked that too.
I mean, a little bit of innovation, but to be honest with you, I think, for me personally, it's too much technology into something that is basically disposable.
Aye.
It's a mod. I mean, why? I don't get it.
It did your phone.
Yeah, you could answer your phone. You could read your text. You could use it as a Bluetooth speaker.
You could do all sorts. It had everything.
You could basically
BT phone and all sorts.
Give me case, fuck. Not British Telecom, Joe. It was a Bluetooth.
Oh, is that what it meant?
Yeah, fucking.
I
knew she thought that meant British Telecom. But as Irie said, give me case, fuck.
But it had
I mean,
loads of things.
I mean, you could use it as a Fitbit, at the
Yeah.
at a pedometer and all that kind
Just
of
the
stuff.
weather.
Innit?
It was like a fucking. It was almost like
Yeah,
our Alexa.
Yeah, it was like it was, for all intents and purposes, it was like a mini tablet that you could vape on. And to be honest, as I say, for me personally, it's too much technology.
Yeah, but I want one.
Into something that you guys know yourself. Pods and stuff don't fucking last long.
Yeah, but I want one to review. I think it'd be pretty cool.
But the thing, it might be pretty cool.
Depending
to
on the
review.
price, I've got to pay for it.
It's all down to price.
Yeah, but
Do you know
I
what I
think
mean?
people would be interested to see just how stupid gimmicky it is.
Yeah, but I think with the technology that's actually in that thing, I think you can expect that to be quite expensive. I would reckon.
Well, I will stroke you for it.
You can fuck off.
How about that? Hi, Kaylee.
Hello, Gail.
So what else did we get, babes?
Yeah,
a few more bits.
Jules picked up the fish nano.
Nanopod. That's to be released soon, isn't it? Well, it was given me to review.
It's a flashy gimmick, isn't it? So.
It's to review.
But yeah.
You can open that one if you want.
Yeah.
And then this one you can talk about that one.
Their Smodus Pike.
If you
pod,
can get it out of the box.
Finger out of the box. Hi, Bunny.
Hi, Bunny, honey.
I mean, again, it's a pod.
But it's Asmodus pod.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Asmodus.
doesn't make any fucking difference. I think the majority of people. Well, I think I can speak for the majority of people. There's too many fucking pods.
Aye, but it's an Asmodus
It doesn't
pod.
make any fucking difference whether it's fucking made by Rolex. It's still
don't matter.
It's still a fucking pod.
I like
And
it,
it's
and
a
they gave it me to
fucking-
review.
It's a fucking pain in the arse. But yeah, this thing kind of
Sorry, I popped it
caught
all in
my
there.
eye to a certain extent. It was the Saturday evening when we were kind of wrapping up at the vape tube stand, and Mike said to me, he says, "Stevie, have you seen this thing before?" And he handed me a packet. He said, "Listen," he said, "I'm not 100% sure." He said, it might be a heat not burn thing." He says, "But I'm not 100% sure." So I said, "Well, give me it anyway." I said, "I'll have a look at it, and if it's a heat not burn thing, it'll be going straight in the bin, along with those fucking lift pod things." Just leave them. Don't even bring them down. Everybody's seen them. Just leave them. Just leave them up there. So
No, don't use them. Don't use them. Don't use them.
yeah. So this I got handed this thing, and I thought, what the fuck's that? Right. So I thought, is that like the heat sticks you get for the IQOS? So anyway, as you do, I kind of threw it into my bag in disgust. I said, "Well, I'll have a look at it and make it back to the hotel." Anywho, it's not a heat stick. It's actually a filter. What? It's actually a filter. So what you do with this one is, you pop the filter. It's got a direction on it, as you can see, the direction of the arrows. So that actually pops inside the pod like so. And it gives you the feeling of smoking a cigarette because it's got the filter tip.
So it's to help people transition from smoking to vaping who don't particularly like the feel of the vape in the mouth, and they still miss that cigarette feeling. So I think it's got its place.
And to be honest, I mean, I know that this thing's got nick in it. It's a disposable pod system. Now what they say is the filter tip doesn't give you as harsh a throat hit. So what they say is, once you kind of get used to it, you get used to the vaping style of it kind of stuff. If you want, take the filter out and just use it as a normal pod. Now, as the majority of you know, I'm completely nick free, and right at this moment in time, I'm getting nicked out my tits on this. But the flavour out of this little thing, I mean, this is what, spearmint or something like that. Yeah, mint, and it's gorgeous. The flavour in it is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I would highly recommend this thing to anybody
Give me a vape.
who, here, stick a filter on it. Anyone, I mean, Jules is going to do a review on it a little bit more
If I
in
haven't
depth
finished
on it.
sucking on it.
But the thing is, I mean, for a transition from Yeah, the filters they're just drip tips. Yeah, that's right. I think that's what they are to a certain
It's
extent.
really good though.
But it's given new vapours coming off the ciggies straight away.
Put it away for
Still that feeling of having a filtered cigarette in their mouth. I think it's a great idea. I really do. Because I do know quite a lot of guys that I work with who have tried vaping in the past, who are still smokers just now. And they have tried vaping in the past, and they can't get to grips with the feel of putting a plastic drip tip or the likes of a pod into their mouth. They just can't get to grips with that. And I think that would
appeal.
That would appeal, and I think this company could go into a winner with this thing, to be honest. And as I say, I'm going to find out a little bit more about these because although, as I said, there is nicotine in this, and I'm getting a bit of a nick rush. I don't know what strength it is. Hold on wait a minute. Rangefinders. It's my turn to go fucking blind, isn't it? No, I don't actually see anywhere on the box.
I don't even know. Was that for sale, or were they just samples for the time being?
I don't know because I don't know because it was Mike that gave me this. Somebody obviously gave it to Mike. Now what it's saying on the back, there is no nicotine strength on the back of it, unfortunately. What it says, it's a 2.5 milliliter pod, and you get approximately 500 puffs out of one device, which they're saying is equivalent to 4 packs of cigarettes. So,
and like Iris says, I know vapors who use the silicone disposal drip tips for that reason. So yeah, it's not a bad idea. It's got its place, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It's got its place, and yeah.
So not TPD compliant, Iris says. No.
No,
hey.
it is Chinese, so
yeah.
I think we'll let them. I think we'll let them away with half a mil, to be honest.
I'm looking forward to doing that review.
Considering some of the things that was kind of doing the rounds at Expo, you were like, right, okay.
Yeah, bit fascinating. I'm going to put in a bigger bag, I think.
So yeah, I mean that's an interesting thing. I'm going to do a little bit more research on that one myself and see what we can come up with on it, and it's giving Jules a little bit more information, obviously, for her to do.
It's something totally different,
a
isn't
review,
it?
Yeah, and also, as I said, that little the little pod with all the fucking other shit that was on it.
No, that's not all. That's just because it's not the real packaging for this. This is again for review purposes, so it's not got its packaging. But I like the idea of this.
Yeah, this was another thing that Jules got as well. She was giving this for review, and yeah, this is quite interesting. Can any of you remember going back when kind of vaping to a certain extent was in its infancy? At that point, I wasn't vaping. Jules was just trying to get off the cigarettes, and it was the Cigalites.
Yep.
With the cartomizers that you screwed on and then threw them away in the bin. And I can't remember
the charger as
yeah,
well,
but that's what I'm trying to get to. If you'd let me get in and without fucking butting in. Anyway, yeah, they used to give you. It looked like a packet of cigarettes, and you had you would take your battery off and screw your battery in. So your little cigarette packet acted as basically your charger. So you could walk about. You had 2 or 3 different batteries charging at the same time. Plus, you'd space in the top for your cartomizers or whatever. Obviously, they kind of went by the wayside after a while because things obviously progressed as technology went on. Now, this company here, Voom, have basically done the same kind of thing.
But look how thin it is.
Elites, I think that's what they were called. Yeah, you used to get, John. I think you used to get them. It was like a black. You would either get them in a black or, I'm sure it was black or a white packet. You would get them in. So this company's kind of done the same thing, but you put your 2 pods in here. Or you put your 2 batteries in there.
There's a battery in there.
Or your 2 devices, whatever you want to say, however you want to call it. So you can have. Oops.
Just for saying so.
So what you can do is you charge this up. Basically, it's like a power bank. To be honest, so pop it in. charges up, as you can see. Take it out, vape away at your heart's content, and as a lot of people contest,
You can fix
conte-
your
yeah, a
pod.
lot of people contend. It's how many times have you been out? You've had a pod in your pocket, and the battery runs flat.
And that small thing, again, easy enough to go in a shirt pocket, in your bag, in your purse, whatever.
Oh, shit. And some of the flavours that this company had were really, really nice as
I
well.
ain't got no notes
It
about them.
is a proprietary pod though, so you're limited to
get 'em, isn't it?
you're limited to the flavours that you can get, but they also supply a charger. Does the exact same thing. So yeah, I mean that's another little bit of, would you call it innovation?
It's something different again. I know although it's a step back, but it's bringing.
It's something different. It is something different. But then again, it's back. It's a pod. That is a pod.
Yeah, but I haven't got the real packaging for this because they did have them for show, but obviously I've got the reviewers one, so everything came in a little bag.
Yeah. What was the other thing that you saw?
Put that in.
What was the name of it now? There was another one that you saw which was quite interesting. Again, it was a
Hi,
pod.
pod.
It was a pod device. When you vaped on it,
I've got it.
you got the vapor on the inhale, but there was no vapor on the exhale.
Yeah, I've got it down there somewhere for review.
It's the first time I've seen something like that. I don't know if that kind of thing's been done before. I honestly I can't
We
comment.
loved it,
but
though.
I thought it was quite a good idea. It'd be great actually for the likes of having a stealth vape
in a hotel.
in a hotel. Yeah, especially the likes of a hotel for
So you don't set smoke detectors off.
yeah. So I mean that was a good little thing as well.
That's in that, but that's for me to review.
Yeah, it's in there someplace as well. So yeah, I mean that was a great little thing. But yeah, so
I did come out on loads of juice, didn't I? Well, we came home with loads because we've started doing juice reviews together.
yeah.
So you're gonna you were gonna start doing the odd giveaway on your show or something.
Yeah, I
as
mean
well.
that's things to watch over in the future with myself and Mike. We'll start doing if we can get away with the sale, doing little bits and pieces. Obviously, then we get in for the likes of if they send it to Jules and I for review.
Some of mine ask us to pay me Patreon,
Yeah,
obviously.
it's because a lot of companies will obviously take my name and details as well. So fingers crossed that I get some stuff in that I can review it.
Give your thoughts like I
give my
do,
thoughts,
innit?
yeah. And what I'll do is if it's not suitable for me, then obviously I'll be passing on to you guys one way or the other. Yeah, so it's just a case of just watch this space. Yeah, so I mean that's hopefully things with the Home Run channel will be taking off a wee
Definitely.
bit. Unfortunately, to say that's. I mean, Mike's messaged me the other night. I've not even read the message, to be honest. My fault. I should have made the arrangements with Mike yesterday regarding times and stuff. I do apologise, Mike, if you're ghosting on this. I do apologise, mate. My bad. And Josie says, well, I'll just jump on you with an hour just to talk a load of shit.
Aye, because you was going to listen.
Big D.
Talk about this thing.
To answer your question, mate.
You've been
I gave up smoking
when you was what, 21?
30 years ago. I stopped smoking, and the only reason I took up vaping in the last few years was due to starting making DIY juices.
For me.
And I get fed up running backwards and forwards and saying to Jules, here, try this juice, try that juice, try the next thing. So I thought, you know what the hell's the point in this? I'll try the juices myself, because if I know there's something lacking, then I can tweak things to suit myself. So I've been off cigarettes for 30 years, so I didn't see the point in me putting nicotine back into flavours and things like that again just to get a nick rush, because I don't need it.
So you enjoy.
I enjoy the
flavour.
flavours, and the I suppose to a certain extent the side effect that I got from vaping was I started to lose a bit of weight, which wasn't a bad thing, because the vaping for me satisfied my craving for sweet stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the reason my flavour profile is more desserts and bakeries and that kind of thing. So yeah, so as I say,
That's it, innit?
it's, yeah,
You've
it's, I've been
Nick-free for a long-
Nick-free for 30
Although
years.
you've been podding the odd thing because we've had them for asking us to try them for review, but you said I've got them for review, but you said you're not doing them with me, so they go into my Patreon.
Yeah.
Some of those.
I mean that was one thing I was talking. I mean, when we were talking to a lot of companies, especially the pod companies and things like that, who were doing the proprietary pods and stuff, and not obviously refillable tanks and shit. What I did say to them was, in the pod market on that side of it, they were catering more for smokers.
Yes.
Who are smokers who were just coming into vaping. So basically every pod that they were selling did have nicotine in them, and they were quite high percentages. Some of them, you're looking for maybe between 10 up to 18
20
milligram, 20 milligram nicotine, but they didn't take into consideration the people who still wanted to vape for the flavours but didn't want nick. So they didn't cater for people who were zero nick. That's basically
or low nick, like 3 milligrams.
Low nick, yeah. That's what I'm kind of trying to say. So I mean, we did say that to a few of the Chinese vendors when we were having a conversation with them, and a lot of them seem to take that on board.
Whether they do it is another
Yeah,
thing. But some of the flavours, mung bean, guys, mung bean.
Yeah, the mung bean flavour was
Sweet potato. Although that one weren't too bad.
don't know, it was like vaping a chip.
But the mung bean was fucking vile.
Yeah, mung beans basically is a mung bean basically is Chinese bean sprouts.
And can you imagine vaping
you get
that?
your Chinese meals.
I'd
That's
rather
what mung
eat
bean
it,
is.
but not to vape.
But it was the driest vape, wasn't it?
Oh, it was fucking awful.
Yeah, it was like vaping a fucking sumo wrestler's fucking jockstrap.
It was really bad.
It was that was an acquired taste, but
did that? Was that?
yeah,
what
but
the fuck?
apparently it's popular in China.
But it was fucking vile.
Here in the UK, no, I think we're more geared up for.
Let's just say I'd rather have beans on toast flavour than fucking mung bean.
But it was different.
Fucking hell.
But it was the other one. They had another one, didn't they? It was some sort of tea flavour. It wasn't green tea.
No,
it was something else.
Again, and you're like, what the fuck?
But it was to me, it was a dry vape. It really was a dry vape.
And they're like, it's dead
and they
popular.
were
We're like,
yeah, it might be popular for where you are. Do you know what I mean? But not in the fucking UK.
it really made us feel quite sick. Gailey's got the right emojis going there. It was,
no,
yeah.
no, that fuck that's a padilla. Jesus Christ, Big D, don't even talk to me about that. I spilt a bottle of that on myself when we were up at Gailey's one night, and it was fucking disgusting. I could not get the smell out of my skin.
Exactly, Gaila.
I couldn't get the smell out of my skin for days on end, and I actually did the live review with the bitches that night with that juice, and that went straight in the bin. It was vaping a tandoori curry. That's as best I can describe that. It was fucking rank.
But the Chinese do have some really weird tastes in flavours. Don't get me wrong, they also had some good ones, like the ones that we're used to, and others that you're not used to, but which were nice. But they really did have some that you were like, what the fuck is that? And you taste it, and you was like, seriously, what the fuck?
Yeah, and some of them were really, really heavy in the colada as well. You're
Yes.
taking. I had to watch because I was seriously getting a neck rush.
You were getting the shakes. I got the shakes.
Yeah, I was fucking standing like that. I was jittering as if I had the fucking DTs. But the flavours were nice, but some of them, especially obviously the ice flavours that you would expect to have colada in, the colada was
I couldn't vape them, could I?
It was really heavy on the colada, some of them, because as soon as you took that inhale, you're like, oh shit, my eyeballs rolled to the back of my fucking head, and I thought,
choking, so I couldn't do it anymore.
Here we go. But yeah, so. But all in all, I mean, I enjoyed it.
We had a great time.
I enjoyed the expo.
Oh, and Gailey's Empire biscuits and Bunny's brownies. That was mouthgasmic food. And vaping bakes as well. They did. I was in my fucking element. Cakes. Sorry. Oh, and that whiskey. Fire something whiskey.
Fireball.
Oh, that was delicious. Fireball whiskey. We got to get some of that. Got to have some. Anyway, it's your show. Carry on.
Gee, thanks. But anyway, we're coming to the end of the show, guys, so we'll wrap that up a bit here. But yeah, thanks for joining us. As I say, unfortunately, my fault. I never got in touch with Mike to give him any of the details for today and stuff, so I do apologise to all you guys in chat. And
you had to put up with me instead.
See, you can't get a fucking word in edgewise. Honestly, fuck. So, fuck off. So, anywho, guys, listen, thank you very much for everybody for joining us. We will be back in 2 weeks, hopefully, myself and Michael. And now, I don't think...
Thanks for having me on your show, Jules.
I'm not finished yet, Jules. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to think. So, this is the 3rd, 10th, 17th. No, it'll be... I think, wait a minute. 10th, 17th.
You might have to do your show with
we may... I'll speak to Mike and see if he's about. We may bring the show a week early
on one of them.
Regarding the regarding
Saint
yeah,
has done it 24th.
for regarding the event. Well, the 24th is
that's
fine.
fine.
Saint, that's perfect. That's
you can
perfect.
do it on the 24th.
I don't have a calendar here. Well, I do, but it's on friggin' July. So yeah, guys. So thanks very much for joining us, and a thank you to fucking Gabby Hayes here, who doesn't fucking shut up, for joining me.
Thanks for joining my show, guys.
Anyway, guys, thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Until next time, see you all later, and behave yourselves.
No, don't. Bye.
Bye.